If you want to,
Mhm.
tell me what you're doing. What's the big plan for the evening?
So tonight's evening is we're starting having a ceremony tonight. Like I said, it's a ceremony for a spiritual reconnecting. Reestablishing your understanding within your spirituality here on this earth, within Creator Mother Earth. And like I said, tonight I got some brothers coming in tonight, and we're gonna have a good ceremony tonight. And we're gonna have some new people in there. I'm gonna have my brother in there. He's gonna be new, and he's gonna be new trying out this medicine. And it's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing to like I said, be able to start opening these doors, with this church and this medicine, and ready to teach people a little bit deeper understanding within our role of human beings here on this earth and our spiritual connection to the Creator, Mother Earth. And like I said, that's a ceremony we're having tonight. So we're going to be, like I said, reconnecting with Creator, Mother Earth tonight, and healing ourselves tonight, so that way we can be better people out here. When we face the world, when we encounter people with our families, our loved ones. And, it was a beautiful day, beautiful evening, beautiful afternoon. And, like I said, had to try to cancel flight, getting my friend here, flying him here from got a Phoenix. Good guy, Remy Red. He's gonna come through, and we're gonna have a good time tonight. So it's a beautiful evening, beautiful time. Thanks, Pat, for being here and catching us on film. It's gonna be a good one. Really looking forward to it. So don't look so sloppy on camera.
Yeah.
People are like, oh man, those guys is no integrity. Yeah, just come get this corner and we'll fold it and shake it out. I know Karma's like, you need to shake this out. She was saying the tarantula came over here the other day and got inside. It was all crazy. Like that one we saw over there at the lodge.
Oh wow, yeah, bigger one.
Yeah. I'll just fold up a couple and I'll take them off. And that's what I always tell people. I'm like, man, these ceremonies always require a lot of work for setting up too. Good job, buddy. Get kicked.
What you doing here, Shane? What's the process?
So I'm gathering here these tarps that we use on the sweat lodge. Now we're gonna get them ready to prepare to go take them over to the other lodge to cover the lodge. That way, kind of, like I said, it's a little see-through, so we're gonna cover it up and get it all situated so that way it'll be an enclosed area when we have our ceremony tonight. I never heard of that. And they fucking made like 200 million something. Yeah. So it's like, they fucking definitely hit
Profit.
spot. Yeah. Off of just fucking 60 grand.
Happen or it won't happen. You never know why.
How it's delivered,
Yeah.
For real. Let's get a couple more. Need to go wake up Grandpa Schlackerba, man. He's just in there with his girlfriend. She's all snugged up.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Alright, we'll catch you then.
move the feeder up. Are you doing anything else? Yeah. There's a rip right here. Yeah, I think it's on my side. There's no back there. I'm gonna go start getting the clips.
I'm gonna rake some of it.
No, I'm gonna do that after.
Yeah. I think they're gonna go further up.
That's because my cousin has a rock right in. He has a big old stone right in the middle of his road, and no car can get over it.
Oh,
They
really?
probably got halfway and they hit that rock, so they're gonna go around, take the way we probably took. But I'll see what these pigs are up to right now. It's fucked up. They're just shooting on the res. Let them be. Let them be. They didn't do nothing wrong. It's fucked up though, man. That's fucked up, dude. Like, he's not doing anything wrong.
Whose truck is that?
I don't know.
You don't recognize it? Then we go look at the weapons.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's fucked up, dude. Damn, I can't go fucking shooting no more. I gotta stay on the low key now. Yeah, they're looking at the gun. It's cold-blooded.
Butterfly wants to get some love.
That sucks so bad. Okay. So you asked about how this came to manifest here, you know, and how I was able to get these ideas. And you know, well, first off, it started as I turned this into as a peyote lodge, and my dad passed away from cancer last year, and
Sorry.
I had some people come out from Oklahoma, and they're part of NAC, Native American Church, and they practice with peyote in their way of prayer in their church. And so I had them come out here to help me out with my father, pastor my father. And within that, you know, I started getting involved with my own medicine that's helped me in my journey and helped me understand like who I am and what I do out here. And so basically, in terms of doing the medicine, you know, the medicine told me like to use this lodge as a way of worship and prayer, and kind of basically start turning this into a place of worship, you know, a place to honor and worship God in this earth, you know, in a good way. It also in a real spiritual way outside of, like I always tell people, instead of just going to church, listen to a pastor talk, opening your Bible to a couple verses, you know, the things like that, you know. There's a lot more hands-on, personal things in here to do with yourself and God and this earth and these lodges. So that's something that like I said, it came to me doing these medicines, and now I've turned this into my lodge and my church, and this is where I come with my brothers and whoever feels that they need help or healing or reconnecting spiritually to come in here and reconnect themselves with God, the Creator, Mother Earth, and get themselves corrected and healed and help themselves out. So yeah, that's how this lodge came to be. It came through ceremony and prayer, and here it is. You know, now we're getting ready to start Church of the People for Creator, Mother Earth. So thank you. Yeah, so I personally can testify that these ceremonies really help. They really help in terms of figuring out about your loved ones, you know, because I know a lot of people, when their loved ones pass, you know, they have a lot of thoughts and fears of how their loved one might be doing in the afterlife, you know, considering where their spirit goes, whether God has it in so-called heaven or whether they think it's in hell, whatever they're brought up to believe what happens after death. And that stuff could be scary. It could be very very heavy on someone to constantly think about what's going on with their loved one in the afterlife and how their spirit's doing. And I could testify from coming in here and doing these medicines and being here at this fire and Mother Earth and Creator that it's helped me a lot to cope and help get with the passing of my father, to understand. Because I always tell people, you know, in reservation systems, you know, they have the church system imposed on us real heavy, and so when people get buried, they just go through the casual, you know, the priest comes out, says a couple words, you know, and then people throw dirt on the grave and that's it, you know. When back in the day, native communities, they used to have ceremonies for death. They used to have ceremonies for their loved ones. They used to have mourning ceremonies where they spend up to 3 to 4 days mourning their loved ones, you know, having their clothes, their images, their medicines, their everything of what they were, and honoring who they were and actually helping them, you know, not only spiritually but also psychologically, getting them prepared to be there without their loved one, you know. Whereas, like I said, nowadays, you know, what happens at church when your loved ones pass or however you get someone, you know, buried, half the time it's not that much time to, you know, reconcile and have time with the loved one that passed. So like I said, that could be heavy on some people that may have felt they didn't have much time with their loved ones, or they didn't get to see them that much before they were buried, you know, or they didn't understand what happened to them. And coming in here, these ceremonies help people understand what's happened with their loved one and have a strong faith, a sense that their loved ones are with God in this earth, you know. So like I said, I can testify that the ceremonies are very powerful in helping someone understand, you know, life and death. So it's a good ceremony, good thing. Enough to get you there. I actually liked it though, just because it's open, and that's why I keep it. Cause I'd rather look at the stars.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Sometime in September.
Hey. Now, does your dad know how to fully brew it now, or does he have someone make it for him?
I think he knows how, but he just don't got
Yeah.
ingredients. You still gotta get it from down there regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, it's not native then. But you want to wrap around this one? I like to just start off one at a time.
Yeah, one sheet at a time.
Yeah. So, because it's hard to clip it, because then you gotta like have someone hold it. You know what I mean? Especially with the long one. That's why I was like, we start right here.
Okay. So just place this here for now?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, I just put it right here and then I'll advance it there.
Yeah. No, just wrap it around the line. Yeah, and then clip it on to where there you go.
Just put it right there.
Hey, yeah. And then just clip it, and then just start clipping them on. And then after we'll clear it out, and then we'll put the rocks on and weigh them down with the rocks. Understand? Like what I do, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's hard, man. That's why sometimes I just contemplate this ceremony because it's so risky. It's annoying though, because it shouldn't be that way.
You're
Getting
getting
this
it.
ready, getting mentally prepared. Let's get over here. Preparing to go into the quantum realms tonight. I guess the modern term would be a cosmonaut or a psychonaut. But someone's got to do it.
Gonna elevate tonight.
Yep. Got to vibrate tonight.
Ooh, speaking of that, that reminds me of something.
What happened?
A couple of, I think maybe, no, last week, yeah. Like the people they left, they're all right.
Yeah.
And but they're not like they say they go to a lot of ceremonies and whatnot. So they're like, okay, that person was
Yeah, but they're really not that good.
not that connected or anything.
Yeah,
So
they're just good talkers.
yeah, so that's pretty much what he was doing. He just stayed there and he didn't really.
But
Sorry about
No,
that.
no, I was just explaining how this is gonna be one of my last ceremonies this year. You know, I'm gonna be expecting a daughter here in December, and you know, these are beautiful ceremonies, but at the same time, too, people, we get sick. You know, we get sick. We go through things. We go through pain, loss, trauma, abuse. You know, you name it. And in these spaces, when you're trying to heal, like I always tell people that that energy's got to go somewhere. It's gotta go somewhere. And if you don't dispose of it properly, that energy can stick to you. It could stick to others. It can dwell in your own household, and things will start happening in your house, like arguments and fights, and people that are bad people can start coming around. People who are involved with drugs and alcohol and violence, you know, and things like that. So you know, when my baby's born, like I said, it's a pure spirit, and I don't want to have any of that around, and I don't want to put that in her vicinity. So I'm just gonna have this last ceremony, just one last hoorah, you know, pray for my wife, my kids, you know, Miss Land. At the end of the day, pray for everything, because that's what the ceremony is about, is acknowledging all creations outside of mankind, you know, and it's a beautiful thing, and something that I want to look into tonight, so that way I can feel good, you know, feel good about myself, my family, feel good for my kids to know that I have something for like this for them, you know. I can't wait till my kids get of age and they're able to do this on their own, you know, because it's a beautiful thing to learn how to pray to God and talk to Earth, Mother Earth, in your own terms. You know, like I said, people say they have their own relationships with God and Mother Earth, but how many people can actually say that they know that they're talking to God and Mother Earth? You know, and that's something I want to have for my kids. You know, something I want to keep for my kids, so that way the world can't hurt them. You know, the world can't beat them down. You know, if they're hurt, if the world's messing with them, you know, come here, come pray, come talk to God, come talk to Mother Earth. You know, they'll listen. You know, they don't care about you. You know, they're making fun of you. They want to hurt you. You know, they want to take care of you. They want to heal you. So it's a beautiful place to have, you know, just like that. You know, I want to have him in there and be able to teach my son about the fire, the medicines, and how to respect yourself here on this earth as a human being, you know. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful lodge. Like I said, it's not a church, it's not a cathedral, but damn it, I guarantee you tonight, when that fire is lit, God's gonna see that fire lit from above. So that makes me feel good, you know, to know that we're gonna be doing that while everyone else is sleeping, drinking, watching TV, not giving a damn about God or this earth. And makes me feel good that there are still people on this earth that care that much about God and this earth. So it's a beautiful evening, beautiful time, and it's gonna be a good night. What happened? Let me show me. What? Show me. I want to see. Did you step on it? Don't want to come in and take medicine. They can at least still be a part of like the ceremony. You know what I mean? Be a part of the prayers and like. Let's say they had some problems or like they lost a loved one and like, hey, like, can you pray for my so-and-so or whatever, you know what I mean? Even though they're not in here taking the medicine, they can still be part of the church in the prayers, you know? So like when we put medicine on our cedar, just be like, does anyone need any prayers or has anyone lost someone or is anyone going through anything bad like before we close, you know? And like then people could come in, like feel free to come in and get your cedar and pray, you know, come in and put this medicine, you know, we're gonna pray for you, you know, we're gonna help. And that's kind of how I see it, man. Is just getting this building and having it enclosed so that way people don't have to drive by and always look at it. You know, they could just be like, oh, there's a building. And it's like, if you want to see, go inside. And then,
How you gonna do the roof?
oh, just the hole, like just get the hole cut out. Like I'm pretty sure there's some contractors that can build a building with the roof cut out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
What if you just put like a big glass thing?
No, because in the smoke, because I need for the smoke to go out from the fire.
Yeah.
You know, big glass. But you get what I'm trying to say? What I'm talking about, though?
Yeah. Make it like a facility.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's more legit. So it's not like people are just like, oh, you just go sit on your yard. It's like, yeah, but it's not that. It's more than just sitting in my yard, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this, because this shit's the real deal. Just because it's not fancy don't mean it don't work. But it's an old time machine right here. Just kidding. So yeah, it's a good ceremony, man.
You still got the logs where you lean on?
The what?
The logs where you lean on?
What logs?
Remember? We brought in some. Or was I just sitting on the wood?
Yeah, you were just leaning on the wood.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, well, I don't have no wood to lean on. I was like, you can lean on this. I was like, but I ain't got no wood to lean on.
So are you still keeping the wood in?
Mm-hmm. Everything's in. Everything.
So I can still lean on the wood.
No, you can lean on the wood after, like how we were kicked back last time.
Yeah.
Once we get through that moment when the spirits come, then you can kick back. But when the spirits come, it's just business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after, that's when we can
Kind of like,
kick back and
kinda like
chill,
last
take
time.
your shoes off, laugh, and pass around a blunt. You know, I think Brian just got here. He said that he never used it because he wasn't doing things right. And he's like, but I'd like to give it to you. And he's like, you know, you do these ceremonies and stuff, and you have sweats. And he's like, I'm just gonna give it to you. He's like, I think you can make better use of it, you know.
wow.
And I like it too, cause like you know, cause like in here I use tobacco, but I use them in the cigarettes. So I was like, that's cool, you know. I get to use it in a pipe this time, you know.
Will this be your first time using it?
What, the pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us guys, they say your chalupas, you gotta think of it like you're holding a newborn baby.
Uh-huh. It's pretty cool. It's just nice. It's a nice stone. It's like a black oak, and then he put like he made a black handle, and he put you know, like the silver like studs that, like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but they just look like silver. But he put them on the top, so they're just like silver studs going down the neck. But it makes me feel good because there's no one doing this around here, you know? There's really not. And like I said, I've traveled all over the country, traveled all over native country. And, I've never came across a ceremony like this. Even the setup, even the concepts and the understandings and the teachings within the ceremony, I never came across it, or even even the morale of the ceremony and how the ceremony makes you feel as a real human being without all the prejudged thoughts and biased thoughts and opinions that degrade you and make you feel less of a person. It's like you get to really understand the true things of your actions, and you get to really understand how your actions really do create your environment in a negative or positive way. And it could be for the good or it could be for the bad, but that's on what you want to do. Just like in here with this ceremony, you can either save the world or you could dominate the world, and that's all what you want to do, and that's going to be in your power. But there's also things in this world that are made to stop things like that. There's things that balance power out. There's things that are above what man and woman think is power. And that's why I like being here, because it reminds humans that they are just a little ant that can be crushed within the universe. You ever
Kind of a little party thing down at their house tonight, so I'm just filming everything they're doing. Everywhere they're going right now, you're getting fire for your party. So if they're doing it,
All right,
I'm shooting it.
All right.
As boring as that might look.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on here.
Gotta get some fuel for the fire. That fuels the wood, and I don't got a chainsaw, so I gotta buy wood. So we're here buying wood for the ceremony night.
This is what modernity does to you. You know, you evolve with time. Back in the day, you used to just go chop it, but now we can just buy it. Actually, the time to get equipment, just to like the fall at least. So, or maybe like the season, I mean, holiday season. So they're trying to, but I haven't had any supply. But at the same time, I kind of think we just don't want to.
Yeah, it's all going smooth. Yeah, but we're actually gonna start around 10 just because I'm getting some filming done, so I'm having a guy get some stuff set up. So 10. Yeah. Alright. Good evening, everybody. Like I said, we're having a ceremony tonight. The ceremony involves reconnecting ourselves spiritually, and reconnecting ourselves back to Creator Mother Earth. And, like I said, before tonight, a lot of these ceremonies have just been testing the waters, just to see what happens and see how it affects people and how people are affected by this medicine. And I've been shown nothing but healing, healing and good things from this medicine. As crazy as it goes, it shows healing. And like I always tell people, life is just as crazy as a ceremony. Life is far more scarier than sitting 5 hours on Mother Earth and getting some healing and some knowledge. So, I just want to say, thank each and every one of you guys for being here tonight. And, I just want to say, I want to have a serious tone in there tonight. I want to have a real tone in there because, like I said, a lot of stuff's happening in the world right now. There's a lot of racism, a lot of hate, a lot of deforestation, ripping apart Mother Earth for resources and minerals. There's a lot of lack of respect for the earth that we walk on, a lot of lack of respect for just human beings in general. There's a lack of respect in terms of how we are here on this earth and how we treat this Mother Earth, and ourselves. So I just want to say tonight, I'm a cousin. So I'll get back to what I'm saying. Because I was just talking to everybody, like just thanking everyone for making it tonight and being part of the ceremony. I was just stating that tonight I want to have a serious time in here because before tonight I've just taken this medicine to kind of like see how it works. See how like I feel, how other people feel, and they take it. And I've gotten a lot of healing, a lot of blessings, a lot of knowledge from it, and working with like my brother Louis here. It's really shown me that if we come at it in the right way, in a good, respectful, humble way, that these spirits, these medicines are they're gonna respect that, and they're gonna see what we're doing, and like I said, that's gonna bring us the knowledge, the healing, and the protection that we need as individuals here. Because like I said, we all gone through things in our life. We lost people, we've seen people get hurt. We've seen a lot of things happen in our lifetimes, in our young lives, and I think it's a good thing for us to have spaces like this for each other to come together and pray, and pray in a good way, not just like how Eastern religion tells us to pray, but how our ancestors used to pray, how they used to pray here on this ground with these fires, these medicines, and actually communicate with the spirits, Creator, Mother Earth. And I just want to say, I got you guys back tonight, each and every one of you, and just know that I'm in there too with you guys. It's not going to be all of us, no one's going to have, you're not going to be alone, you're not going to be alone in the experience and what's going to happen. And like I always say, let's have each other's back. If anything's happening, if anyone's feeling anything or anything negative or bad, let us call each other out in terms of asking like, hey, what's going on? What's happening? What can we do to help each other out? What's really bothering you? And if things get real intense, like I say, we have cedar, we have tobacco, we have sage, we have all that in there. So if you're ever feeling like you're going out there, just put that medicine down and focus on the good things and why you want to be here and what you're trying to get out of it, because medicine and Creator and Mother Earth know why we're here, and they know what we want. So it's good to show that in a real respectful, humble way of why we're coming here to get help and healing and these meds. So I just want to say thank you guys again, and let's just have a good time, but a serious time. And after, we come in here, hang out, dab up, eat some food, and chat up, because that's what it's about. It's about the good times in life, but it's also about getting shit situated too for your life and being responsible. And like I said, as Indigenous people, I think we need to start doing these things to keep our communities secure. Like I said, we have powwows and fiestas. It's all good, but I think this stuff would also help people and their families and just having a good time. Just like, yeah, we're all different, and look at, we're coming together and we're eating and we're enjoying our time, and we could all be doing something else, but we're coming here to pray. And I respect all you guys for being here. And I respect you, because of Shane, and you, Chase, and you too, Remy, because I know you guys haven't done this ceremony like this before. Like I said, these guys have all been here and done it before, but you guys are new, and that's a good thing. And don't be afraid, Chase. Like I said, I know you've been in there a couple times. And don't worry, man. I was there. When I first did this medicine, I was 17. I went through my stuff, and I progressed with it. There were times that I got scared, but you gotta step in it, just like life. Life's hard, man. And life's gonna fucking tear you down. Life's gonna fucking punch you and rip you apart and make you feel down. But you still have the power to feel better and be a better person, regardless of like how people treat you or how people see you, or just like how we lost our dad. How much going through with mom, like things like that. Don't let them get to you too much, because now you're your own man. Now you're your own man. You don't have to say, they're doing this to me, they're doing that. Now you have the power to make your life better. You have the power now to be a better person and not let those things hold you back anymore, because you are 18 and now you're going to be getting money, you're going to be getting help. And like I said, not a lot of people have that. So now you have a chance to heal, and that's why I want to show you this medicine tonight, so that way when you do leave here, you'll have some direction. I'm not saying you're going to know everything, but you'll at least have a better direction of being out there instead of just hoping something comes your way and it happens. At least you'll know now what you need to do and what you got to do, and it'll happen. And like I said, same for you, Cousin Shane. I know you said, a little nervous about it, and I'm not going to lie to you. I get nervous too, every time, because it's a different experience. You know what I mean? It's never the same, just like life. The days may seem the same, but they're not. Something's always happening, something's always changing. So I thank you, and just know I'm right here with you, and we're all here with you, you know, and we're all here together, and we're not, you know, no one's here to judge or make fun of or anything, you know, so we're all here. And same to you, Remy. You know, I know you've been around and checked some things out, and, you know, I just want to give my respects to you. Thank you for coming. You know, I honor and respect that, and just know, man, I got your back too, bro. I got your back in there, and if you ever need any questions, or just let me know, dude. And like I said, let us all know, because we're all in here together. You know, we're all in this ceremony together. So if anything's bothering or anything, like, let us all confront it as one and as a team, and get rid of that shit, you know, and be better people about it, you know. So that's what I wanted to share, and let's just get ready and set this up, you know, get it going. Everything's set up. I got the blankets, I got the medicine, I get the spring water, so I'm gonna need help with a couple things. I get the spring water, the medicine, so we'll get all that stuff.
Some wood.
Yeah, get those woods going. Yeah.
Mind if I help you out?
What you got right
All right,
there?
you just kick me out of the way when you need. Okay.
Chocolate, yeah, just a little bit.
But yeah, this is usually what we consist of in here. You know, we always have watermelon for after the ceremony. It's always it's a good grounding when you come back in, and you know, you rejuvenate yourself. You eat some watermelon, help calm you down, refresh you, some water, you know, all those things, sweetness, and then you have food after, you know, just in case you want to eat, you know, and even before we have a meal, because it's always good to have that little family time, that community, and that commune with your people, you know, just to let them know that you care about them, you know, and you're here in a good way, and that we got something important to do tonight, and that we're here to do some work, you know. So that's what we're doing. We're preparing our meal before we have our ceremony, and so we have some friends over, have some people, and we do what we do. You know, this is what our church consists of, you know, ceremony, pray, eat, you know, repeat. So here we are, you know. Everything working out.
You're in your element, see?
Yes.
So yeah, that's great.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
And I got to ask you, when do you do here? I think I've heard, but I want to
yeah.
ask on camera.
I'm due the day after Christmas,
That's awesome.
but it might be sooner. We're not too sure. They said
Yeah,
I
even
may,
the 24th.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I have a Christmas baby.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Oh,
Catching up. All the women usually just gather and help cook and prepare stuff. Usually have like a potluck. So yeah, pretty much this is everybody that comes and joins us, family. So but I know the guys are all gonna get hungry, so I usually make what I can. That's enough for everybody.
Going from here, we'll come this way. And then everyone picks a spot. Like I said, we'll have the fire in the middle. And then we'll have all our stuff in here.
Where'd you see this at, cuz? Is this your idea?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what he asked me today too.
Yeah?
He's all, where'd you get this?
This idea?
Yeah, well, actually, the original concept came from him and his dad. Well, we set up this for a peyote meeting when I lost my pops, and then I started taking the medicine, and something just told me to use this for it. You know, since I already have the space, might as well just
This is cool.
make it. You know.
Yeah. Never seen.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, let me get something for you real quick.
Okay, cool, cuz I'm gonna
Yeah, you can sit on it. Here. Since you don't have any blankets, this could be yours too.
Okay.
See, my real thing, what I'm trying to do next is so next the thing I'm trying to do is buy all Pendletons, so that every member of the church they get their own Pendleton, their own unique Pendleton to sit and use for ceremony. So that's something, because obviously I got all these cheap blankets, but anyone out there like some donations, you know, it'd be good to get some donations for some better blankets. But we're gonna work what we got, so we're all right. Go to the light real quick, and then do you need? There we go. And then my brother's getting a blowtorch right now. Can you help me on that side real quick, man? Thank you, bud. Line the nails up on it. I'm a hammer.
Yeah, remember the other one kept falling off?
I kept getting up.
Yeah.
In the ways of creation, I think we're made that way. Like I think I don't think the Creator intended for His people to just talk to Him like you and I right now. I think there's a little more sophistication, a little bit more ritual, and a little bit more things into it, because that's what makes it that much more sacred. That's what makes it that much more, like I said, sacred, because of how much you got to prepare just to talk with God, or just to heal within God's creations of this world, like there's other spirits that roam this world and have roles and purposes in this world outside of just good and evil, you know. And that's one thing that I say in here, that you know, something that happens, you know, in terms of getting it situated, you know. And that's what these medicines help. They pretty much speak for us, because we don't know how to speak that language yet, in terms of like creation, you know, how they can speak to the Creator of Mother Earth versus how we can, you know. And that's why I say, that's why I use them, because they're the in-betweeners, the buffers, the ones that can speak for what we can't speak. Kind of like I guess you could say a translator. They're like translators, and they pass on that message to the Creator of Mother Earth. So, yeah.
And just going and gathering them, that's like pretty much where the ceremony starts.
Oh yeah, right at the bottom of the mountain.
The ceremony starts not right when we start taking the medicine. It's the whole preparation. and
Why when you
everything.
get up?
That's a big part of how our ancestors used to live in such wellness, because they're always doing things to physically move around in a way that was dedicated not just to like looking good and stuff. It was, you're moving around to actually get together and pray for your entire community. I think that's a big difference between Western society and how our ways are, where there's this real emphasis on community and how everything works as a whole. And that's what we got right here. We're gathering in a circle, and everything revolves around cyclical nature and the purpose of everything coming together as one. So there's a lot of layers to all of this, and we're just here as an extension of the different lineages we've had, and all those similarities and all those differences that come from all our different cultures. It's a part of what's been going on for generation after generation since creation began. We're getting together and we're praying, and we're coming with intention. Land itself, and even when we first started doing ceremonies here, you could tell a noticeable shift in how the energy is, because it feels a lot more like the fact that there's been a lot of ceremonies here, there've been a lot of intentions and prayers here. It feels like things are much more protected, and there's a lot more guidance going on than when it just started out, because it takes a lot of time and dedication to kind of clear an area and make it somewhere safe where you could actually pray and not feel afraid.
Here to give out information, you know, because you know, I ask a lot of people to help me, you know, and a lot of people just leave me in the dust, you know, and it's fine, you know, I don't care, you know, because I could do my shit on my own, but you know, just that's one reason why I have a film crew, you know. I just want to explain that, Remy, because like I said, dude, I didn't mean for that to get to you, dude, because like I said, dude, how else are we gonna get this shit out, you know what I mean? Like, I asked my bros, you know, in the Native movement, like, come help me film and shit, but they're too busy. I'm even offering to pay people like $2+ grand to come help me, but people just fucking leave me high and dry, dude. So it's like, I gotta work with what I got, you know what I mean? So it's like, to me, this shit's important, you know. There's no one trying to push, like, I know there's people pushing things like this, but as far as California, like, they're not trying to push these things, you know. So that's why I'm trying to explain it, dude, because this is a good place, you know, and I don't want to give you the wrong energy. You know, like I said, it was my bad. You know, I should have told you, like, hey, I have a camera crew. You know, I just forgot to tell you because I was doing all this shit. You know, I had to get all this medicine, get everything prepared. I go up to the mountain and get it. You know, I get it. So it's like I was doing a lot today. You know, that's why I couldn't pick you up. You know, because I was setting this up, carrying my son. You know, helping a lot of things out. But just wanted to let you know, man, that it's just here for a good reason. You know, because like I said, there's not a lot of this shit getting put out. You know, other people can put shit out, so why can't I? You know what I mean? So that's just something I want to explain, dude. Because like I don't want to shy you off the wrong way, dude. You know what I mean? I don't want you to think that way of me. You know, so that's why I got to film here. You know, to show people because a lot of people in California aren't understanding these things nowadays. So I want to have a platform for not only my people, but for people who are interested in things like this. So that way people can come, you know, because like I said, how many spaces are like this, you know, throughout the country to where people can honestly come together and pray, you know, and learn something outside of just what we think we know, you know. And so yeah, I just want to give that description and you know, for the camera, you know, good evening. You know, this is a beautiful night, a beautiful night of prayer. I have my brothers here, you know, Med's Too Strong, you know, Church of the People for Creator, Mother Earth. Tonight we're going to be taking this holy sacrament and we're going to be reconnecting ourselves back to Mother Earth and Creator, and establishing our identity back here as human beings and people of this land, and also teaching others that want to learn more about spirituality and their understandings and their role here on this earth. So tonight we're going to be here praying, you know, not only for ourselves and our families and our children, but for this earth, for the Creator, Mother Earth, the water, you know, the animals, you know, the trees, the minerals, you know, all things of creation. So like I said, this is where we set up. This is our church. And, just want to say thank you guys for being here tonight, and thank you for being with us. And it's going to be a beautiful night of ceremony, beautiful night of prayer. So just want to say thank you guys. And, I was going to say, if anyone wanted to give a little testimony to the camera before he leaves, I'd appreciate it. But if not, it's cool, you know. So I was going to say, if anyone wanted to say something, you know, it'd be cool to just give a little word or a little description of what we're doing here, you know, because a lot of people don't understand what we're doing here. You know, so I just want to say thank you guys again, and let's get ready for tonight. You know.
Anyone want to just say why you're coming here, or what you've gotten out of it, or what you hope to get out of it, or anything like that? I mean, literally just a couple words.
I got you.
Okay. All right, buddy.
All right. Well, I'm basically out here to do the ceremony because I'm going into my adulthood, but I don't know which way to step, and hopefully my brother and these medicines can show me where I can step first. That's pretty much why I'm here. Why I'm sitting here in front of this fire. Got this cedar, got this sage. It's gonna be a good ceremony.
Okay. Good, buddy.
I'll say something.
Want to try one?
You know, if I'm going to say...
sorry, let me get a little lower here. There we go. Thanks.
If I'm going to say something, you know, I'm going to give my appreciation to Shane, you know, for being so open to new things in life, and, you know, and pretty much creating this and making this a possibility, you know, for men like us or people like us, you know, to be able to, you know, shift through circumstances that come in our life that are not only physical, but that come mentally and spiritually, you know, and this is a good ceremony to overcome those things in here, so that when turbulation does come outside in our life, like, we can handle it a lot smoother than, you know, what we would without any spiritual or mental or physical, you know, training on ourselves. So, you know, this is a good way to help yourselves out in those ways, and, you know, I just want to appreciate him for allowing and creating the space for people like me to come in here and experience this.
Thank you. Can I have one?
I'm good.
All right.
I'll say a little bit.
You want to say anything?
Yeah, just a little bit.
There you go. Good. 1 second. Pardon me. Don't let me set myself on fire. Go ahead.
Just say support my brother here and what he's trying to do and how he's trying to be. You know, I still think back first time I met him. You know, like 6 or 7 years ago, maybe even more than that. Kind of feels like I got to see him start out with his medicines and his ways and his, you know, how he's trying to be. You know, it sure feels good. You know, be here. You know, support him and be a part of this and go along with him. You know, in prayer. That's what I told him. He said, you know, whatever, as long as you're keeping it in prayer. You know, want to be there and help out. You know, so other than that, you know, I think it's just to say we're proud of you, Shane. You know, and what you're doing. You know, and care about you. So, you know, say it like that.
Thank you. Ryan, I know you got something to say.
Just sitting here, real grateful to be before this fire and to be here in a big moment in my brother's life over here. I remember one of the first deep conversations we had. It was when we were at Unity, and we just went to go to some restaurant, and the conversation ended up going into different medicines and the potential that they have for healing, and how it wasn't one of those normal conversations you have where somebody's like, oh yeah, I did this and this crazy thing happened, it was pretty awesome, what's happened to you? It was a real honest conversation about it, and then we went on to do medicines together, and we actually did it out in our reservation, and it created this whole effect where both of our lives have changed a lot. We've grown together a lot and met a lot of awesome people, and we're here right now, and it's pretty intense. Words are kind of useless sometimes when you're trying to explain such complexities, but it's good to be here. And one of the words that's the most sacred in our Serrano language is apanu, and it means that which is forever flowing. And I think this is kind of just an extension of that idea, that word, that spiritual practice, that this is something that's been here with our ancestors, and this is just a continuance of that flow, so good to be here.
Thank you. All right, guys. I leave you to it.
Thank you, Pat.
And just as